Shalom. I want to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Ha-Rekah Kodash. I want to give double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth. And I also want to acknowledge all the Akyam pushing this truth with sincerity. All right, so I came across another article on Fox News. And it turns out yesterday in an NFL game between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts, there was a fire on the field, So us brothers who are in this truth, everything we see, there's always something spiritual that we can take out of it. And in this case, the Tennessee Titans were about to start this game with the Colts. And right before, because if you read the article, it says, we also start in the middle of the paragraph here. It says, Titans players usually enter the field making for a crazy scene on Sunday afternoon just prior to singing of the Star-Spangled Banner. All right, so apparently Yahweh did not want that song to be sung. And, it's spiritual because if you go back to that Star-Spangled Banner, it's America, which is Babylon, honoring itself. Part of the lyrics that they've omitted, like they don't sing the original lyrics to that song. But I forget the name of the guy who wrote it. You can Google it because it's not that important who wrote it. But the devil that wrote it, he put in... one of the lines of the lyrics had to do with slaves and hirelings, saying there's no refuge for the slaves or the hirelings, which obviously in that time was dealing with the tribe of Judah. Okay, so the song is racist, and yesterday during the NFL football game, Yahweh didn't let he didn't want to let that song come out because right before they were about to sing it, the fire broke out, on the field. So let me just play the video real quick. It's a short 13-second video, but just so you could see the fire. And just to let you know, the fire is a spirit of vengeance, according to the scriptures. So Yahweh displayed a small spirit of vengeance in that Roman gladiator Colosseum. All right, and here's the fire. You see, I mean, this thing could have got worse. They're lucky they were able to put it out. You see people running, panicking a little bit. So it was a small level of vengeance, but nonetheless, the fire is a spirit of vengeance, according to the scriptures. We're actually going to bring it out. Ecclesiasticus 39 and 24. As his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked. For the good are good things created from the beginning, so evil things for sinners. The principal things for the whole use of a man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil and clothing. So those are the basic essentials, if you will, according to the Yahweh, for man. All these things are good to the godly. So to the sinners, they are turned to evil. Because literally, to the godly, if you go down that list in verse 26, water, fire, iron, salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and blood of the grape, and oil, and clothing. On the contrast, all those things could be, bad times, which the word evil means to the wicked, And, he's already ended the earth with water. With the balance he shows, he's going to end it with fire, during the second coming. And also, it talks about flour of wheat is a blessing to the righteous, But guess what? There's going to be a famine of the word and also a physical famine of food during these tribulations that we're about to come through during Jacob's trouble. Okay, let me keep reading. 27. All these things are for good to the godly, so to the sinners they are turned into evil, which means bad times, the word evil. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force, and appease the wrath of him that made them. All right, so just verse 28 is just saying, hey, when these spirits of vengeance, let me keep reading. Verse 29, fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. All right, so as you can see, like I told you, fire is a spirit of vengeance. So is hail, famine, and death. Those are vengeance, and who is it vengeance from? From the Most High, Yahweh, okay? So, yesterday's fire at the Titan, and I thought it was spiritual also, that the stadium, or you could say Colosseum, because it's a Roman Colosseum. America's an extension of Rome, and the football players are the modern day gladiators. And if you look at the football players, who's out there? The majority of those players are from the tribe of Judah, right? And just like in the ancient time, in Roman times, the gladiators were also mainly Judah and the other Israelite tribes, all right? Because naturally we are the best athletes, we're the stronger people, according to the scriptures, physically and mentally stronger than the other nations. All right, so really quick, I want to go to Isaiah 45:7, and it reads, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. Okay, so Yahweh is the one who was showing himself in a low level in that fire. Did not Yahweh create the spirit of fire, like we read in Ecclesiasticus? And it's a spirit of vengeance. Okay, the word, I want to get into the word Holocaust, okay? Because what that means is holy burning or holy fire. All right, so, that was a very small sample, but soon the real Holocaust is going to happen, holy fire. And it's going to come by way of the missiles, okay? And also the chariots. They're all going to assist in America burning, okay? So let's go to, in the etymology of that word Holocaust, like I said, it means whole. So whole burning, or holy, which would be a holy burning, all right? Or like a sacrifice, all right? There's going to be a huge, Yahweh's going to sacrifice a lot of you Israelites, 2/3 to be exact, along with the heathen, when those missiles get shot at America. All right, there's going to be a lot of Israelites dying who don't repent, who don't want to leave their foolishness, and who don't want to believe this truth. All right, so from there I'm going to go to 2 Peter, and we're going to go to 3, and then we'll start at 10. It says, but the day of Yahweh will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise. All right, and what's that great noise going to be? It's going to be those missiles, all right? That boom, those missiles are going to make a great noise when they hit and they strike America. And the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. All right. So there you go. The earth is going to get burned up, starting out with America. Because these European nations and these other heathen nations, they're going to send fire directly at Babylon, America. All right. You already see things heating up in the news. I mean, you've been seeing it for years, but don't take it lightly. These missiles are coming. Verse 11, seeing that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? So literally what it's telling you is, we know that these elements are going to be dissolved. All right, everything's going to burn. So you may put you may invest into this world and this society, but it's all for nothing because it's going to burn. Verse 12, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of Yahweh. So back to verse 11, most important thing we need to do is being in holy conversation and godliness. Teaching, reading these scriptures, being diligent, gathering this wisdom. Okay. Verse 12, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of Yahweh, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. All right. So again, that fire is what's going to purify and sanctify. That's where you get the word sanitize. It's got that same root as sanctify, which means made pure, made holy. But this wicked ass place has to burn. Okay, because it's got to get purified by fire. Okay. Let me go to, back to where it happened yesterday. It was at a, I'm going to call it a Roman Coliseum contest, right, between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans, right? And even the name of the home stadium that was burning, where the field was burning, is spiritual. The word Titan, it deals with right now they can call in this society, because what is a Titan? You think of the Greek Titans, right? But the word Titan, it means like enormous or gigantic. Or a Titan, if you're referring to a man, then you're talking about a man of renowned stature, not so much in physicality, but also what's the word? Like a giant, right? A giant, like you could refer to in this society, Donald Trump. He's a Titan in this society, right? Because he's the modern day Pharaoh. But the Titans, that's where that fire was on the field of the Titans. And who's the Titans right now? It's the Edomites, right? They're the Titans of war. Nobody can war with them, right? Except, each other, because they're going to destroy each other. And also it makes me think of David and Goliath. Goliath was a Titan. And how did he die? The young boy